There's no place like home. There's no place.
Home.
Well, welcome back, Home Wizards, Hour 2. I'm Cindy Dole.
And I'm Eric Stromer.
And we love to improve your home and improve your life. And as we're inching our way closer and closer to Christmas time, are you feeling a little more organized?
I am feeling overwhelmed because I know the night before Christmas I'm going to have to wrap everything at the same time, and I'm freaking out.
No,
so
you're going to do it.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to use your tip. I'm going to wrap it as I go.
We're shopping and wrapping as we go, day by day, baby steps. Okay. And by the way, when we were talking about the getting a living Christmas tree, we wanted to share the website to you guys because it is kind of a cool idea to rent a living tree. It's livingchristmas.com, and they're in the South Bay.
Right.
Kind of a fun
It's delivered,
thing.
You use it, and then you take it back.
Yeah. Just make sure that you keep it alive.
Make it living. That's the whole point. Keep it alive.
So as we're staging our homes for Christmas, we're getting the stockings out, and we're going to talk about some fun stocking stuffers and so forth. I'm wondering, what do we get Mr. Eric Stromer for the tool guy or gal?
Oh, I thought you'd never ask.
On our list, right?
Man, there's so much to get. I'm so excited about this.
Are there a lot of new ones you like?
Well, there's not only a lot of new ones, but now they're packaging all these different kits, which I think are really a great way to do it. If you're a first-time tool buyer or you're not quite sure what to get for somebody who is interested in creating things with his hands or her hands, then there are a couple of great sets out there. Number
like for
one,
me, the plastic tools, right? The starter kit.
Well, listen, my goal and my dream is to have my 5-year-old daughter someday standing in line holding like a 2x6 and having a chainsaw in the other hand, checking out the Home Depot or something, and remodeling her friend's dorm at college, because she learned how to do this stuff as a young girl. So I think it's great to empower people with tools, give them an idea of how they work, what they're used for, and how great it is if you keep it and take care of them in a nice case and you don't lose them.
My favorite tool is the Allen wrench. I know that's not much of a tool.
Well, the Allen wrench is great because it unclogs my disposal most of the time.
Well, and I put a chair together with an Allen wrench. It was a really easy...
You've been to IKEA, haven't you?
Well, it was not IKEA. It was something similar, but I mean, it was how fun, literally, putting a chair together in half an hour.
It's amazing, isn't it? The tool itself is so functional, and it doesn't strip, and it's easy to use.
And it gives you that sense of satisfaction. That's what you're going to show us, right?
Exactly.
That empowerment.
Well, I've done it myself. Look, even if it's just assembling store-bought furniture, it makes you feel like you've done it yourself, which is a great feeling, right?
Right.
Okay, now for somebody like you, who's such an avid gardener, right?
Right.
There's a great thing. It's a complete gardening and tool and tote set. It comes in a case. It's got, check it out, it's got the spade to dig. It's got the little rake thing. It's got a way to attach a sprayer on the end of your hose. It's got all these different attachments in it. And also, the best part about it has a little knee pad thing that you can put down. Because gardening is tough on the knees.
My dad would always garden and hardly ever use the knee pad. And then he would have these grass stains on his knees. Right. And then he'd wear those shorts, those Bermuda shorts. You could still see the grass stain.
I can picture it now.
Yeah, it's kind of a vision. But I know.
But if you have the knee pads, you can be either on the turf itself or in the dirt.
Yeah,
and you're not
going
to get dirty, but you're also going to be comfortable.
Especially if you're like on pebbles or something. It kind of gets into
if you have the DG in your garden, what could be worse than kneeling on that?
No good.
So I love it. For about $50, you get a 15-piece starter set with a case. Also, for somebody that is into assembling things or toys, or anytime you have that scenario, especially Christmas night or the next day, you're going to be faced with this myriad of things you have to deal with, and that is assembling toys or opening up the compartments. How do you get the batteries in and out? You got to have a screwdriver set, and that's going to give you Phillips head, slot head, and a variety of sizes. It, again, comes in a great carry case, so you can stow it away easily in your toolbox. And I think every home should have this. Okay, that's about a $30 item. It's a screwdriver set. It's going to give you every single thing you would need. Also, you have to have a cordless drill.
Oh, I love the cordless drill.
And I'll tell you why.
Because you like the sound.
Not only do I like the sound, but the way it feels, the weight in the hand, they're powerful now, but they're small. So anybody can manage it, from a child all the way up to an adult.
And then the thing is, once you finish a project, it happens so quickly. Now you're like, well, what else can I do with my power tool?
You know what you can do?
You go to the neighbors.
You can put a big mixing bit on the end of it and make mashed potatoes.
And frosting.
Like in a 5-gallon bucket.
Sure.
For the Ponderosa. You know what I mean? No, but great. For about $50, $60, all the way up to about $200, you can get a great cordless screwdriver. And that comes with a lot
all
of
the bits.
attachments.
I mean, how many bits do you need?
you know what? You can't ever have enough. But the case always provides you with the ability to stow them there so that they're not going to get lost, and you have everything you'd ever need. So please consider that. A couple of great brands, would be Hitachi or Ryobi or DeWalt, anything. Makita's great.
Now, if my husband's bits are a little on the rusty side, should we replace them and go new, you think?
Again, thank you for asking that question. What you do with the rusty bits is you just put a little oil on them or some WD-40 on a rag. You take a rag, you put your bits on the rag, and you spray the WD-40 on them, let them soak for a minute, and then just simply wipe them off and put them back in. They look fantastic as if they were brand new.
So that could be a Christmas present, is just almost like give the guy in your life or the gal in your life who loves tools a coupon that you will provide them with clean bits.
See, yes.
Why not?
And also, I don't see why during the wedding season in the spring or the summer, why we can't have a registry at the tool store.
That happens all the time.
You got to do this.
People are doing that. The big box stores in IKEA, speaking of which, that becomes now part of the registry. It's part of not just the plates.
If it's a first-time home that you've purchased or you're renting a new place, what would be better than a starter tool set? Right?
Cool.
Am I right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Now, also, you got to have a pair of, if you like to make fires, which I know you do. Sometimes it's difficult to navigate the logs and turn them and twist them in the fireplace with the little poker. They make these great leather fireplace gloves where you can literally just reach your hand in and move the log on your own, even if there's flame. They're fire retardant. You can adjust the logs much more efficiently. That's a great item. They're only about $25, $30.
That is a nice
present. Could
present.
you imagine a pair of gloves that you could reach into a fire, change the logs around, and they could also be in the stocking when Christmas morning comes?
Nice.
What a gift.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Right from the stocking that's on the mantle into the fireplace.
If someone had just done this for me, my life would have been different today. I love that.
Who knows? It might be on your list.
No, really?
It might surprise you.
I'm a 42 long, by the way. 42 long.
Okay.
Also, what I love, a lot of times toolboxes maybe just aren't efficient or effective in certain situations. I mean, I know for me, I have a couple of different toolboxes for different items, but then you want to see what you have. So they make these great heavy-duty bucket organizers that literally insert into a 5-gallon bucket, and then you can put all your tools right in the center of that, and
with
then
pockets, basically
adorn the outside.
Yeah.
It's almost like a handbag on steroids.
I have it for my gardening.
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah, isn't that a great gift?
You've got little things. You got places little nooks and crannies to store things.
I love that.
And it's mobile, right?
It's toteable, it's mobile, and you can easily see what you
I think it's easier to carry because my husband's toolbox, it's so weighted down. It's about 100 pounds.
Yeah.
Right? And so this is a lighter, like your quick tool version.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then again, if you're transporting stuff like I have been doing forever from the back of a pickup truck to a job site, it's nice to have them a little bit lighter instead of one that's super heavy.
And speaking of quick tools, this is something we do in our house. Do you recommend having not only your main tool kit that the DIYer wants to have in the garage, right, or their workbench area, but have like the quick stash, maybe the top 4 or 5 tools in the laundry room?
Cindy, are you some kind of a mind reader today?
Well, I don't know.
What is going on?
Don't you like
is
to have
exactly what I was going to suggest. You know why? Because you can have the stuff in the garage area where you're going to use in your workshop. But if you have a little project in the house, you don't want to go out to the garage. The kitchen drawer,
the quick tool area.
Right?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Or a
Good
little
idea.
or a little box that's right above your washer or something.
I love it.
Okay.
Yeah. A little bit more expensive item, the rollaway toolbox for his or her tool needs. These things are fantastic. They can go anywhere from $200-$300 all the way up to $1,000. And then I've actually found some as low as about $100. It's a waist high unit, and it's the kind that you see in the auto mechanic shop where it's on wheels with sliding drawers with the coasters of the ball bearings.
Right. Those are nice.
Any man or woman who are into tools or design would absolutely love to
That's
have
like a
this
showcase,
item.
isn't
This is
it?
a big present. This is something that would really floor
How
you.
much is that?
Well, I actually saw one for $119 at Ace Hardware, which is pretty good deal.
That seems cheap. I thought you were going to say like $500.
It's 29 inches high, so that's like waist height, right? That's a nice item.
And it has the drawers. Does it have?
It has the sliding drawers. It has the top opening kit. Also Sears Craftsman, they make some great versions of these in black or red. So.
And are some of these the kind of where you can add on as you go?
You can.
Kind
you
of
can
build
stack them, and you
See?
can. And I actually have seen a lot of really amazing modern kitchens have these kinds of mechanics toolboxes in them.
Oh, that's neat.
It's a kind of
great
industrial
looking.
It's an industrial look. Yeah, it's great. Yeah. I'm encouraging everybody to take a look and understand how powerful tools would be as a gift.
Now, what about a hammer?
Got to have one.
Got to have a hammer.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is there a small, great hammer that you recommend?
Well, yeah, I love the brand Vaughn. They make a great hammer. It's got a great aerodynamic and ergonomic design. A lot of the thing with hammering is that if it's not the right shape in the hand, the elbow starts to hurt on you.
Or for women, they actually have, I think, a lighter version, don't they?
They absolutely do,
Yeah.
and don't feel like you got to get a super incredibly small hammer to compensate for being a woman or a child. If you have a good size hammer that's sort of medium weight, you're going to be better off because it has more force, gives you the ability to drive a nail much more efficiently and not injure your elbow.
Fun.
I've become left-handed as a result of overuse injury. Seriously.
Really? Oh, no.
I can now hammer with my right or left hand.
Oh, well, that's kind of good, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, when we come back, we're going to talk about some must-get gifts for the gardener in your life, on your list.
I need to hear this because I'm just getting into the gardening now as a result of your influence.
All right.
So thank you.
Well, thanks for the list on the tools.
Yeah.
We're going to put that on the website, yourhomewizards.com. Don't go away because we have more fun things to help you as we improve your home and improve your life this holiday season. Eric Stromer, Cindy Dole, Home Wizards on KFWB News Talk 980.
What's your charge?